All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High in the proper names in the Paleo Hebrew tongue. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKadosh Ma'amath. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly and willingly call God or Jehovah. By Hashem meaning in the name of. Yahweh Shai meaning he who delivers, who the world ignorantly and willingly call JC today. I want to give a double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and another double honor to my elder as well, the hard one, Ben Yasha Allah, of the Lions Den camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the 144,000 hopeful elect, pushing this truth across the four winds, and to the 1/3 remnant believers on Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Shalom, shalom. It's going to be a quick lesson put together through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and I pray that it be edifying. And I was doing some morning reading this morning, or what I would deem the morning, and as I was reading, I started at, chapter 60 of Psalms, and, started from there, and, I came across this certain verse, man. I'm gonna get the whole chapter, but the, point was in, verse 2, you see what I'm saying? And, it's like there's some Jakes out here, man. Jake out here arguing with his demon. If you hear something, whatever case may be. But I'm gonna start off in the book of Psalms, chapter 61, and it says, "To the chief musician upon Naganah, a psalm of David." It says, "Hear my cry, O Yahweh, attend unto my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee." It says, "From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I." So, right, it says, "From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee, lead me to the rock that is higher than I," right? And who is that rock that's higher than us? As written, David was a prophet as well. King David was a prophet as well, and he prophesied, when he prophesied, he said, Salakia, my tongue getting twisted, I'm trying to think of it. But he prophesied, he was basically saying, make my enemies my footstool, basically. He was constantly, prophesying about, Salakia, that's what it is. It says, "The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool." So, right. You see what I'm saying? So going into who is that rock that is higher than us? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the one who came and died for our nation. Yahweh Shai, he did the ultimate sacrifice, and died for his people when it's all said and done with. So Yahweh Shai is that rock that is higher than us. And it says, verse 2 again, "From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I," man. Yahweh Shai is that rock. When I read that this morning, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because we building our house upon a rock today. By doing this work, by doing what needs to be done, to move our stone, move that brick, add our brick to the building. The building in Amos chapter 9. I just know the verse, but once I start trying to think about it, it's gonna get the Lord said he's going to rebuild the house of David as the days are old, when it's all said and done with, when the kingdom is established. And it says, verse 3, "For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the cover of thy wings." Allah, right? Going to Psalms 91, when it's all said and done with, to where the Lord protecting us, from the things that's going to befall this place. Right now, the Lord protecting us from ourselves. He's protecting us from the enemy, and he's also protecting us from ourselves. You see what I'm saying? So it says, verse 3, "For thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the cover of thy wings, Salah. For thou, O Yahweh, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name," right? Going to that chapter again, Amos chapter 9, it says the Lord have given us the heritage of those that fear thy name. You see what I'm saying? You know, Lord going to rebuild the house, rebuild the house of David as the days of old. You know, so we may possess the remnant of Edom and possess all these heathen. You know, not just the heathen, but possess the world. You know what I'm saying? In righteousness. You know, not doing you know, having the law, statute, commandments in us, not being able to go off of sin again, but doing everything according to the will of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is going to speak to us directly. We're going to see Yahweh Shai. We're going to see Yahweh face to face. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with. Like the elder was stating at camp last Saturday, how, you know, we're gonna be enjoying the fruit of our labor so much to where the Lord said, I got some judgment to go pass by. You see what I'm saying? The Lord might talk directly to your head. You know, directly, you might hear the Lord's voice, you know, however he have it. All right, Lord, I got you. I'm on the way. You see what I'm saying? It says, verse 5, for thou, O Yahweh, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. You see what I'm saying? Going into that lot to where some receiving 30-fold, 60-fold, 100-fold, and also being ruler over many. You know, for those that fear the Lord's name, the elect. You know, whoever the Lord, you know, have us, our families. You know, the 2/3 that's gonna come back through us when it's all said and done with. The Lord gonna make us ruler over many. You see what I'm saying? It says, thou wilt prolong the king's life in his years as many generations. He shall abide before Yahweh forever. Prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. All right. And the Lord was with David, you know, his whole life. You know, the Lord was with David since he was holding his father's sheep. And even in his transgression, when he was transgressing. You know, there's a few times where David was making the Lord mad, but the Lord was still with him. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with. But man, through that rock, you know, that rock being Yahweh Shai, we're able to daily perform our vows. We're able to do this work because he keep the wisdom knowledge on us. We see all types of examples on what happened when Yahweh Shai ain't with you no more. You know, brothers get kicked out the camps. Brothers, the doctrine changed up. The Lord took the oil from them. They start leaking oil, leaking wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You see what I'm saying? Not, you know, start to lose that will and that fight to be diligent. You see what I'm saying? But through our rock, Yahweh Shai, we're able to daily perform our vows, man. I'm going to get verse 2 one more time. And it says, from the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man. Yahweh Shai is that rock that's higher than us, man. And it's beautiful because, you know, the Lord has set everything in order. When it's all said and done with, you know, everything, he set in order from what time the flowers and from what time the flowers grow to everything. You see what I'm saying? There's a point I was going to make after that, but I forgot it because I was trying to add some new stuff. But this is 2 Samuel chapter 22. 2 Samuel chapter 22 and verse 25. I'm starting at verse 25, but I think the point is in verse 32. And it says, therefore, let me make sure I start at 25. All right, it says, therefore the Lord have recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness in his eyesight. So, all right, it says, I'm keep going. It says, with the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with the upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. You know, because when the Lord returns, he just, and he's going to render to every man according to his works. You know what I'm saying? He's going to render to every man according to his works. So if you're out here doing wickedness, you're going to reap wickedness. But if you constantly fighting and striving for righteousness' sake, you know, the Lord going to show himself merciful to you and protect you and lead you on every good path. It says, with the pure, thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the forward, thou wilt show thyself unsavory. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with, you're going to show yourself unsavory. And it says, and the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thy eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. So, right, you know, and you know, the main haughtiness, the main one is Esau, Edom. You see what I'm saying? But our people, they fall under that umbrella. Because the minute you try to do something righteous, the first thing they try to do, based off their insecurities, is find out your flaw. Whole time you just trying to fight to fix your flaws through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. But our people, they want to point them out because they know that they got hella flaws. They don't point out all the good characteristics about you. They're going to look for that evil. You know what I'm saying? And that's like me and my woman the other day. We was having a conversation, and I was basically saying, she said, you ain't all good. She told me, she was like, about 95% of you is on point, but that 5%, and we was just joking. We were just joking. She's like, but that 5%, I'm like, damn, you worry about my 5%. What about your 28%? I'm like, you so focused on, it was a joke though, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you about a good, 69%. You see what I'm saying? I was telling her, I'm like, but your little, what about the rest of that 20? I don't know, I don't want to do the math. 29, 31, I believe, you know what I'm saying? I only graduated with a 2.0, so I would say about 31, you know what I'm saying? I believe. So you about 69%. So, it was just a joking matter. It was a 9%. It was a joking matter between us, but it's a simple fact that our people, when you trying to strive for righteousness' sake, they be in that 1 Peter chapter 4 spirit. They'll point out that one flaw and they'll extol that. Like the scriptures say, if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him. When you speak, you see what I'm saying? Like, well, he this and he that and he this. Well, what about this? What about that? What about this? You see, I'm trying my best. I ain't telling you I'm better than you. I'm not acting as if I'm holier than thou. Only thing I'm saying is fight. Don't just give up and say, well, we ain't got to do that no more. Fight because of the Lord. But our people don't believe on the Lord for real, especially these women. You bring some scripture out, they don't want to hear that, man. You know what I'm saying? So just get back to the lesson. And I'm gonna get back to the lesson. It says, he gonna show himself unsavory to them. But verse 28, it says, and the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thy eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring them down. Right, that was the point. The Lord said his eyes are upon the haughty. He gonna bring them down. And 2/3 of our people, they're in that spirit, man, falling after, the devil, falling after Esau, Edom, falling after the heathen nations. You know what I'm saying? I'm scrolling on TikTok the other day. I saw this beautiful sister. You know what I'm saying? I clicked on her page, and she had got a goddamn antique shop. Looking at all the model elephants, the little idols and shit that Jake loved to have in the house. I was like, man, you can't make this shit up, man. And in her mind, she'll think this shit vintage whole time. You picking out an idol. She said there was so many good ones. I don't know which one to pick. I'm like, man, you can't make this shit up, man. When it's all said and done with. But you try to give them the spirit. You try to basically not really give them the spirit, but show forth your knowledge, your wisdom, knowledge, understanding that was given to you by Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. They basically tell you to get from around with that. They don't want to hear it. You see what I'm saying? So right, the Lord gonna bring them down because of it. And it says, verse 29, for thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. It says, for thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. All right, Yahweh Shai is that lamp. I remember a brother did a video about his children. Seeing Yahweh Shai come in his house. Before he came, I don't want to get into it. But main point that I'm trying to say is Yahweh Shai is our lamp, and the little stuff that we do on this side, it ain't gonna matter because Yahweh Bashim Yahshai's blood was shed for us. You see what I'm saying? So even when we in darkness, the Lord brought us to the light. That's what got us on this point, got us on this path in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Giving us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, so we may be able to see the things that we do. You see what I'm saying? And fix it when it's all said and done with. It says, for thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop. My power have I leaped. By my power have I leaped over a wall. As for Yahweh, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him. You see what I'm saying? So we strapped in, we strapped down. We our feet we ain't gonna dash our foot against a stone. When that time comes, Lord, pull us up. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be able to get plucked out the Lord's hand. We're gonna constantly do what needs to be done. It says, for who is For who is power save the Lord? And who is a rock save our power? So right, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is our power. So who is that rock besides Yahweh Shai? You know, who got all the power in his hand besides Yahweh? You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with. So through Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we able to do all things. And you're just like crazy because I be real deal trying to think about it. Like, man, I don't even want to. He got so much power. Sometimes I just don't even want to think about it. Cause I'm gonna bug myself out trying to even, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta wait till that day come. Trying to bug yourself out, trying to even put your carnal, feeble mind and wrap it around the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? It says, Yahweh is my strength and my power, and he make it my way perfect. Right. Yahweh is our strength and our power, and he make it our way perfect. You see what I'm saying? He is a lamp to our darkness. You see what I'm saying? And that's beautiful, man. Knowing that you got a magnificent power, you know what I'm saying, that helps us and forces us to bow down to his will. You see what I'm saying? Keeping us on a straight path when it's all said and done, but keeping us in his truth, keeping us to the point to where we're able to be obedient to his will and to his purpose. You know, and this is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. And it says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. Right. And we are that wise man that built our house upon a rock. You know, that rock being Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? By trimming our lamps, doing what needs to be done, you know, to find mercy and grace in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahshua during the time of judgment. Doing what needs to be done to where the Lord want to feed us and want to take care of us in a time of famine and thirst and pestilence. You see what I'm saying? It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And then the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. So right. You know, and we building our house on that rock. You see what I'm saying? By doing this work, by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. You know, being doers of the word, not just hearers only. You see what I'm saying? Why people hear, but when it's all said and done with, they ain't gonna do it. But Slakia, it says. Verse 25, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. Right? And a lot of people, they building their house upon this foundation, man. Following after the heathen. Whatever trend the heathen set forth, that's what they gonna do. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got men beefing with women. You see what I'm saying? Men, you know what I'm saying? Men and women beefing. And it ain't just, at first it started with our nation, now Esau. I see it every day. Now the Edomite women, they trying to basically get into it now. You know what I'm saying? You get on the internet, you hear the new thing is, if I had to be in the woods with a man or a bear, I'd choose the bear. And they get, you know what I'm saying, it's hella conversations and topics off this shit. And I'm just like, well, the Lord said, I would rather dwell in the house. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? Solomon, I believe. Rather dwell in the house with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see what I'm saying? So they be saying all this shit, man, for clickbait and to keep the toxicity, I believe that's how you say it, toxicity flowing. When they could just change their whole outlook on life and be positive. You see what I'm saying? But a good 95% of this population, 99%, you know, of this population, you know, they thrive off that toxicity. You see what I'm saying? To hide the fact that they really hurt on the inside and wish they had that childlike mind to where, you know what I'm saying? You know how it used to be. You know, where every female used to feel like they was a princess and they was going to get their knight in shining armor, their husband and this and that. You see what I'm saying? But that dream done been crushed through what? whoredom, motherfucking all type of stuff. Whoredom. You had the weight of the world of the society, trends, the beauty standard constantly changing. You see what I'm saying? So now, you know, the women can't even. I hate doing lessons on women. I ain't gonna lie to you, Salakia. But the women can't be women, basically. You see what I'm saying? And you had the man also, man. When it's all said and done with, you know, the man, the weight of the world. You know, broken homes, broken family. You see what I'm saying? And then now you constantly got Esau trying to stick that dog Eve on us. You see what I'm saying? So now it just put me in my mind. So I'm just like, well, just do what you got to do to better yourself, man. You know, that's what I do not outside of the truth, but in the truth. You know, when I'm not doing these lessons, when I'm not reading or watching lessons, I'm doing something to better myself, to where I'm not worried about, you know, what's going on in the world. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be fitness, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, I'm just picking up a new hobby or something. Whatever, man. I don't mean to stray off too far, but I'm going to get back to the lesson. And it says, right, they built their house on sand, verse 26. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built this house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So, right, this place is going to greatly fall. You know, this place is going to greatly fall. Every trend, everything that Esau stick out there, because he don't want you to pay attention to his war. He don't want you to pay attention to his chip. He don't want you to pay attention, you know, he constantly waving his left hand so you don't see what his right hand doing when it's all said and done with. You know, to where now the topic is, I'd rather be in the wilderness with a bear than with a man. Well, the Lord going to put your ass in the wilderness with a bear. And then he going to wish you was in the wilderness with a man. You're going to be out there in the wilderness with whatever. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be somewhere getting whatever done to you. You see what I'm saying? Hungry as hell, can't move, Lord sick, a goddamn ant colony on you. You so tired and hungry, you can't even move. You over there in an ant pile. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with. So pride, man, it's like this place is full of so much pride that it calls somebody to say the dumbest, outlandish things. You see what I'm saying? They say the dumbest, outlandish things, because ultimately they wish they had that childlike heart. They wish they had that childlike mind, you know, that they had back then. But now you get called a pick me for those things. You get called a pick me for wishing that you had a head or a protector over you. You see what I'm saying? You get called a simp, or whatever the case may be, or a lover boy when you want to, you know, be in love with a woman. You see what I'm saying? So now in every relationship or everything that you do, you just got to be balanced. You see what I'm saying? You just got to be balanced. If not, then you're going to fall, because the weight of this world, the weight of this society, man. And it says, right, great was the fall of it. So, right. So everybody that's trusting in things that ain't got nothing to do with Yahushua, you know, they're going to fall, man. They're going to fall by those devices, you know, and I'm just going to leave that point at that. They're going to fall by all those devices, man, because ultimately, man, they didn't build a house upon that rock, man. That rock being Yahushua, man. They built a house upon the trends and the things that Esau set forth here for us to look at, because he don't want us paying attention to the things that he got going on. You see what I'm saying? But this is 1 Peter chapter 2 in verse 5. It says, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahushua HaMashiach. Right, because, you know, the Lord got a lot prepared for us, man, for building our house upon that rock, for taking heed to his sayings. You know what I'm saying? So now we lively stones. You see what I'm saying? But we still got that chief cornerstone over us. So it says, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual house can't be broken into. You see what I'm saying? Because what? We have the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. Everything that we see here going to fade away, man. It ain't going to be here no more. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, you got our people. You know, that's all that's on their mind. And it says, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Wherefore it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Sion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. It's all right, because what? Psalm 61:2. You know, who is the rock? Who is when Yahushua is that rock. You see what I'm saying? That precious cornerstone. And we believe on him in spirit and in truth. You know, we in that Philippians 3:3 spirit, what it says, the elect. I ain't gonna get it, Salakia. I don't want to butcher it up either. It says verse 7, unto you therefore which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. So right, you see what I'm saying? Because 2/3 of our people are disobedient. They stumble at the word. If they can't flip the word and make it to where a feminist can be on top, then they don't even want to hear it. They don't want to read it. You see what I'm saying? When it's all said and done with, they can't flip the word into where they can do whatever they want to do. Only God can judge me. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather my brother rebuke me than the Lord come judge me. It says if a brother smite me, let it be a kindness, I believe, roughly paraphrasing. You see what I'm saying? You don't want the Lord to judge you. I used to say it all the time. I used to say, man, I'm going to learn the hard way. Prideful. I used to say it real prideful too. I used to say it so pride, had a lot of pride behind it. Until that hard way came. When that hard way came, every time, I'm talking about 14, 15 times in a row. Every month. You see what I'm saying? Every other month. 14, 15 times in a row. You just learn the hard way. I don't want to learn the hard way no more. I just want the Lord to lead me on the right way. You see what I'm saying? It says, so right, verse 8, and it says, and a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. Right, they was appointed to take that route. You see what I'm saying? Just like they didn't believe 2,000 years ago, they was appointed to take that route, man. With verse 9 for us, it says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Right, and that's just what it is, man. That's why we get out there and do what we got to do. You see what I'm saying? We do what we got to do to be presented as white and clean for Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? So what our people think of us, it really don't matter, man, because they were appointed to death and we are appointed to light, man. I pray this lesson was edifying. Shalom, on to the next.